Hello there, friends. Welcome to the channel. My name is Sohum, and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today, I'll be reacting to Asaf Avidan. We're going to be checking out two of his songs back to back, which should give us an even better idea of who he is. We'll be checking out Reckoning song as well as Your Anger. The reason why I say give us a better idea of who he is because this is technically my second time hearing Asaf on the channel. The first time I heard him was actually during a recent live stream I ran. I think I was given The Call of the Flow as a recommendation, and absolutely I was hooked the moment I heard it. 30 seconds in, I was convinced I would like it, and listening to the entirety of that track, my expectation came true. He is a really talented lyricist. I think his rap cadences are amazing. It's all couched in beautiful melodies that soar and cascade. That was just for a first time listen. I hear that he gets praised from Ren as well, and if you're getting praised by Ren, you have to be doing something right. So for all of those reasons, I am super excited to check these songs out today, and that is all thanks to Xian the Talented for making this donation request. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right, and thank you so much for the support. I'm excited to hear from Asaf, so let's jump in. Oh my god, he can play. This is the notes that are allowed to ring out. And the quick fluttering. He has to be classically trained. The finger style. Whoa. Playing the bass, the rhythm, and the lead all in one. Dude, I have chills. Oh my god. Okay.
No more tears, my heart is dry. I don't laugh and I don't cry. I don't think about you all the time, but when I do, I wonder why you had to.
He did not sound like this in Call to the Flow. Let me play the audio from the Call of the Flow real quick so I can be certain in my comparison here.
Don't be holding out, don't be holding out. Okay, it was a mask. I was really creating the image of gods in my mind and just making up.
Okay, it's similar, but it's not entirely the same. This almost feels more like nasally and narrow.
I don't cry, I don't think about you all the time, but when I do,
Wow.
I wonder why.
What a voice.
You had to go out of my door and leave just like you did before. I know I said that I was sharp, but a rich man can't imagine power. One day, baby, we'll be old.
Dude.
Oh, baby, we'll be old and
This
think
reminds me
about
of
the stories that we could have
The Tale
told.
of Jenny and Screech.
One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think about the stories
Oh my
that
god.
we could have told.
More Asaf on the channel. Please
Me and
request more of
little
this.
You kept doing all the things
Holy.
they do. They never really think it through, like I can never think it true. Here I go again, the blame, the guilt, the pain, the hurt, the shame, the founding fathers of our blame.
How does he do that with his voice? It's like he's voice acting, singing, straining, all at the same time as this very complex guitar playing is rolling underneath.
Through like I can never think it true. Here I go again, the blame, the guilt, the pain, the hurt, the shame, the founding fathers of our plane.
Oh, brother.
Stuck in heavy clouds of rain.
Oh, and the vibrato.
Baby, we be old. Oh, baby, we be old. And think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we be old. Oh, baby, we be old. And think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we be old.
Oh my
God.
God.
Baby, we be old. And think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. And think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. And think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. And think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby.
I won't even bother asking what genre this is. I love it so far. I expect to love the rest of this song. I expect to love the next one. Just, I can tell this is one of those people. I like the song too lyrically. A lot of it is about, like the passage of time, looking back on what could have been, potentially regret, and kind of the missed opportunities that we have in life. All of the stories we could have told, we didn't get the chance to because we never took that leap of faith. It's scary to do those leaps of faith because they always are filled and surrounded with uncertainty, but if you put trust in yourself to weather any storm, uncertainty exists in every facet of life. It's your choice what type of uncertainty you're willing to trudge through. It's a beautiful song. That bass too. It's so full. Voice unlike anyone else. I like this venue.
One day, baby, oh, baby, we'll be old and think about the stories that we could have told.
It looks like he shouldn't be able to sing this, but he's so free with it. It's so high up in the male register.
I want you to try to do something with me tonight. See, every night when I sing this song, there's a place I need to go to in order to sing it, It needs to be honest. And so I go to a place. See, I know some of you are translating the song through your own prisms, and that's good.
Is that auto-tune on there? Like, I don't think there is, but either way, I'm assuming this is his full real voice here. Even the way he speaks is in song. There's melody to his melody to his words here in conversation.
See, I know some of you are translating the song through your own prisms, and that's good, that's fine. This is just as much your song as it is my song.
Wow.
So you're allowed to think of it as a hopeful song. You're allowed to think of it as carpe diem, seize the day. But for me, it's a song about loss.
Yeah.
You know? I remember the day that I wrote it, you know. I remember the girl I wrote it about, and I remember the conversation we had, and I remember sitting down. I had this apartment with a wooden floor, and we were sitting down on that floor, and we were talking.
What a
and I remember
storyteller.
something she said, and I remember something I said, and I remember something she said, and I remember something I said back.
Wow.
And I remember it because I remember the look in her eyes as they broke into more pieces than they were made of. And I remember seeing that look, and I remember thinking, God, how do you take words back? There's no amount of sorries that can take these words back, but there they were, you know.
Oh.
And I remember her not saying another word, just getting up and turning around. I remember looking at her back as she went farther and farther away to the door, and she kind of slowed down, and I guess she was waiting for me to say something, but I didn't. And then she just opened the door, she walked through the door, and she closed the door, and I just fell down immediately. You know, my ear was against the wooden floor. I could hear the reverberations of her footsteps as she was fading away from my life forever, you know. And at that moment, I knew that I will never have her again. Whatever it is that we had is over. And it's not like I sing this song about her anymore. That's in the past. It's a million light years away, but, you know, it's still... You need to find some place to go to when you sing this song. You need to find some loss inside you, these caverns of your own topography, you know. And
wow.
Try to give them a voice.
I'm so down to do the entire Asaf rabbit hole. However deep this rabbit hole is, this really speaks to me. The way even he's describing the story, it feels so simple yet profound. She opened the door, she walked through the door, she closed the door, I fell to the floor, my ear to the floor, I hear the reverberations. The story is so sequential, and I almost feel like, is it going to be more poetic where I can't understand it? But no, I understand every literal word, and it cuts right deep into the soul.
Inside you, these caverns of your own topography, you know.
Your own topography.
Try to give them a voice. And so what I want you to do, just for tonight, is I want you to try to go through this specific translation with me tonight. I want you to close your eyes, really just close your eyes and try to envision in your mind's eye, in your heart, somebody that you lost in your life and you know you'll never see again, and try to really picture them. You know, what are they wearing? Did they change it all? Did they change their hair? And how are they looking at you? Is it with blame? Is it with guilt? Is it with forgiveness? Is it with anger? Is it with love? Is it with compassion? Is it with empathy, with understanding? What is it that they show you, you know? And I'll try to really see them. And then we're going to try to sing this song again, you know, from this place. And the secret is not to succumb to depression because of loss. This loss creates these caverns of your landscape, and it's just a beautiful place to walk in, and we must give them a voice. Otherwise, they weigh us down. And so loss becomes just another beautiful way in our passage here, you know? Just another place to visit. Give it a voice and dignity and beauty. One day, baby, we'll be you. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, one day, one day, one day. So we got now. One day, one day is all we ever really got. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up and think about the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, we'll be up. Oh, baby, 'cause you're my baby, my pretty little baby, my pretty little baby,
Oh,
sweet love of mine. One day, baby, we'll be yours. Oh, baby, oh, think of all the stories that we could have told.
oh wow, that's gonna take a moment to just process. Let me sit up in my chair, adjust myself. Spiritual experience is probably the best way I can put that, but it also feels like it underrepresents what we just heard. That was time travel, is what we did with Asaf. His voice, his emotion, the melody, the wailing up, the bringing it softly down, the whispering, all of these moments culminated in something truly grandiose and beautiful. Because so much of like the conversation around human emotion, it's interesting. I've done a lot of like soul searching within myself, and I kind of compare that to what others exemplify who are in my friend groups or close, circles, or even just in the world abroad. I think the engagement we have right now as a society with negative emotions is a little bit warped. And I think it happens in many multiple ways. This conversation could extend infinitely. I'll focus my attention to one dimension of that warping. I think a lot of people view the past negative happenings to us as purely negative. Being able to tap into those, let's say, less than positive emotions that we've experienced in the past, in a sense, gives us power over them as well. And we can hear in the song Asaf's vulnerability being shown out when he's saying, hey, this song I wrote about a loss I felt in regards to this seemingly relationship he had. And that is not something he can ever take away from himself. You would never rid yourself entirely of these memories. To do so, to try to forget infinitely, would be to repress a part of who you are. You are a culmination of all of your thoughts, feelings, experiences. Rather than suppress, we should explore, we should accept. Travel back into those places and allow those caverns to be lit up rather than shrouded in the darkness of our own mind. And the ego tries to protect itself in this way. I say kill the ego. Don't allow your own brain, body, mind, soul, spirit to shelter you from yourself. become one with yourself in whichever way you can. So the negative things that we've experienced in our past, to the best of our ability, if we can understand them, shed the light on them, that is a direction towards self-actualization. This song is amazing. Wow, really powerful. Let's jump into the next one. Your Anchor. He's playing the, is that sound pad? Because of course he can. He's also a multi-instrumentalist with 80 foot switches and pedals. Cool. I feel inferior. Oh, cool layering.
She said, baby, you're my gold. Sitting on me, I'm your banker.
Stating the obvious, but he has such a unique voice.
On me, I'm your banker. She said, baby, you're my chains.
She said, baby, you're my gold. I said, no, babe, just your banker. Like, I'm keeping the gold for you, but I'm not actually the wealth you're seeking. Wow. Poetic.
She said, baby, you're my chains. I said, no, honey, I'm your anchor.
Keep it down, yeah.
And I said, baby, you're my wings. She said, no, you're just a fish.
Wow.
I said, baby, you're my dream. She said, no, I'm just your wish.
They don't hold each other in very high esteem. Well, he holds her in high esteem. She seems to be discarding him. God, these melodies are beautiful.
She said, baby, you're my river. I said, no, baby, I'm your train. She said, baby, you're my color. I said, no, baby, I'm your stain. And I said, baby.
It's now, like, before he was making himself bigger than what she was making him out to be, and then she said, like, hey, instead of my wings, you're my fish. So she's treating him poorly here. And then it's kind of switched where she's like, you're the one who is the river. But no, I'm disqualifying myself now. I'm the drain. You don't get more from me here.
I'm your stain.
Wow.
And I said, baby, you're my diamond. She said, no, I'm just a pig.
Wrong
said,
person, wrong
baby,
time.
it must be magic.
I don't know.
She said, no, I'm just a trick.
Oh, I love these lyrics, dude. Sorry for gushing so much, but this is good.
She said, baby, you can see me. I said, no, baby, I just sense. She said, baby, you're my castle. I said, no, honey, I'm your fence.
Oh, wow.
And I said, baby, you're my lover. She said, no, I'm just a maid. I said, baby, I love you. She said, no, you're just afraid. I said, no, baby, I love you. She said, no, you're just afraid, boy. I said,
Unreal.
no, baby. I said, baby, listen now. I said, no, baby, listen, I love you. I said, baby. I said, baby, I love you. I said, baby, I love you. She said, no, you're just afraid.
Jesus. know you're just afraid. Afraid of being alone, so of course the love could never be real for real. The slide. There's elements of Jeff Healey in this, there's elements of Ren in this, there's elements of Imagine Dragons in this, there's elements of Tim Reynolds in this. This is so cool. What an amazing talent. Even Derek Trucks. These like microtones he's finding. My brain. That's coming from his guitar? I'm not a big like effects or pedals guy. I need to really learn. How can you produce choir from acoustic guitar in real time? I don't know what stack you need to have to be able to do this. That's insane. Back to slide. This is all live. Screaming. It's like the screaming of the relationship falling apart. Just despair, sorrow. The lights go out on me, my camera. I had goosebumps the entire time. I would like to hear more Asaf, so please, I think this is my third time now, definitely you can request more Asaf on the channel. This experience was rare. This is a rare voice, a rare songwriter, multi-instrumentalist. This is immediately, it just grabs my brain. It reminds me of the first time I heard Ren. I'm down. I would love to know your perspectives on Asaf in the comments below. Really anything you want to share with me. Between Reckoning song and between the second track here, oh god, Your Anchor, I don't even know what to think. no, I'm fully aware that whatever I've heard, even with the Call of the Flow as well, these 3 songs is probably not enough to fully describe Asaf as a musician. But he taps into something deeper, his ability to convey these emotional thoughts of his past relationships through the music, through his vocal performance, and like almost like the dissolution of the musical track itself. It is so congruent with itself. I'm immediately a fan. God, is it good. God, is it good. I hope you enjoyed the reaction today. If you did and would like to make a request yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link below. Thank you for spending the time listening to Asaf with me. It's been a pleasure. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, my friends, and peace.